All right. Time for the audio checker as we begin tonight. I gotta do this. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Let's see. Checking audio. Sounds like we don't have any choppiness for
I never
today.
could understand people off the bat, but if he thought long and hard about what happened, he got quite a bit.
You can't run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you.
Talking about good old Percy. His brother, who is very, very, very gone. Further away. Iron fists. Wait for it while you can give someone a real wallet. Add 50% to my max HP. That'd be super duper. Purple is heal better. That sure would cost a bit. Unburden. That sounds great. Big game hunter, choke out taller enemies. Cool. Powerless. Remove negative effects of hunger, thirst, and exhaustion. That sounds great. I'd love to be an Uber person. I love taking it. I just love being a tank. Yeah, we'll take care of that in a bit. Let's see. Let's craft up a few of these. Let's see, what else do we got? Some Jimmy bars. Pointy sticks. I got too many branches. Goodbye, items. Hello, freedom. Alright. I need to go over there, but...
Before we begin,
Hello?
please listen to a personal message for our prudent friend. The fox is in the henhouse. The fox is in the henhouse.
Who's our prudent friend?
I do love the fox who is in our hen house. It's a cool, good fox, yay. Anyway, since we're here, might as well drop off some stuff in our safe house. Hello, Prime. How are you? Good to see you back here. Doesn't know what a third party are. Oh, Sam sounds pretty foolish. Not knowing those things. What's he trying to do? I'm currently dropping off some stuff here at our main base. Let's see. Drop off the closing slots. Mechanical bits and bobs. See, yeah, kind of like in 1984. Basically, this game is, Britain surrendered during the Blitz. From context I've gathered, America had gotten to the fight. They're wondering when the Russians or the or Americans are gonna come save them. But basically, they surrendered. Everyone took this. A bunch of people took this thing called Joy, which basically made them forget about their problems, because it erased their memories, and
Look, it's not you. It's me.
And basically, things went down bad. No, the Brits surrendered to the no Germans. The very evil Germans. And basically, to appease the Germans, every child who was not above the age of 13 was sent away. So, the idea was everyone's taking this thing called Joy. Now, Joy makes is hallucinogenic and is making everyone see things not as they truly are. So they're basically thinking into very rose-tinted lenses, like a rat seems like a pinata. So, at the start of the game, you don't take your joy, and everyone's like, oh, we're eating candy from a pinata. And you see, oh no, we're eating the organs of a rat which is bludgeoned. So, you stop taking it, you refuse to take it, which got you outcasted. You've been outcasted.
God, I'm knackered.
You are no longer part of society, basically. They've abandoned you. Society sees you as abandoned, as the problem. They call you a downer. And now we're trying, and apparently plenty of people have become downers. They're the people who see the truth, and you're remembering, oh, my brother was taken away to Germany. I should have kept my mouth shut. I would have been taken with him, but I told them, you got my birth date wrong. I'm 10 days over 13. And they're like, well, we ain't gonna take you to Germany then. You're an adult. So we had to watch our brother, who was, I'm pretty sure, special needs. He was very poor in social situations, didn't understand people, but like had their own set of skills. Oh yeah, also loading screens are everywhere. Just surprise loading screens. But yeah, we are trying to survive in a system that is royally screwed. And two things: one, get back to our life.
Just,
Two,
watching the day go by.
why am I sitting down? I need to sleep.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
So, we need to survive. That's the goal. Pretty good goal. Fallen so far, Prime? So, we are trying to do some stuff. We encounter people, find out just how people have been surviving out here. And as this guy remembers, we find out, oh, this is what's happened in this city. I ate a rowan berry. Curses.
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians?
We are all the men. We are the stuffed men.
Of perception were cleansed. We can see everything as
But
it
if
is.
the war's over,
Infinite.
why didn't they send them back?
Oedipus didn't know what he was doing. But he tore his eyes out anyway, didn't he?
So, I'm guessing you're following along, Prime. So, no Germans have kind of won, possibly. Yeah. Now we're trying to get ourselves along the goal that we have, and
At least there are flowers out here.
Did you see an airplane? I could swear I saw an airplane.
yeah, these people are the wastrels, the people who have been abandoned by society. Yeah, at first we were nearly mauled by them because we did have a nice suit. Which reminded them of the people who kicked them out of society because they couldn't consume joy anymore. This game kind of proposed the question of if false, like happiness brought to drugs and like mind wiping or things like that, if that counts as happiness. Could you consider yourself alive and happy? Or are you just lying to yourself and you're really miserable? Prime? You there? You drop? I'm alone. It again. We'll be bayoneted, well, I don't want to be bayoneted. Well, I can't go that way. Clearly. Can I go this way? It would appear not. Ah! Switch crashing. No, that's something that we all deal with. Yeah, here we are infiltrating a group that basically an old friend of ours can help us with our goal, but they need us to help them with something. Now, I'm trying to be sneaky here, not just run in and be like, hey, look at me, because they have bayonets. And unfortunately, I am a mortal man who is very susceptible to being impaled several times in the chest.
Now, you two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who rides them. He's called a mahout. But when they're in heat, you have to chain them up. And this one, they got loose, and this mahout went chasing off in exactly the wrong direction. And the elephant runs into the market and starts eating peaches. And the coolie tries to stop him. And the elephant, steps on him something horrible. Mashes him right into the mud, and skin comes off his back like he was peeling a grape. So the seaboys come running up to this general, only then he was a major, and say, you must come shoot this elephant. So he gets his hunting rifle, it's a 505 Gibbs, and he goes down to the market. Only now, the elephant isn't in the market anymore. It's in a field eating leaves, as calm as never mind. So there's no cause to shoot it anymore. And by now the mahout's come back and he's screaming and jabbering about, oh, please don't shoot my elephant. You see, he's grown up with that elephant his whole life. And he don't know how to do any
fascinated by
other job
this.
except sit on that elephant and tell it to pick up a log and carry it over there. But the elephant's taking the life of a man, you see.
Yeah, this is a
Truly,
very different
but a man.
form of
And the
history with the
mahout's
Germans.
crying and jabbering,
Uh,
cool as a summer
seems
breeze. The general
uh,
chambers around.
Brits surrendered during the
Puts it
Blitz.
Right through the
Now,
elephant's
from
arm.
context,
And the wind just goes out.
I'm guessing that
He just kneels down
Pearl Harbor already
and
happened.
sighs. And then it's
So America's in the fight.
And all the
Russia's
villages
in
are
the
running
fight.
to get
So
their
it's,
knives
I
because
guess
it's
it's like
free
a
meat.
thing of
Now see,
it was in the fight last they
would have
heard.
trembled
So
at the thought of shooting an elephant.
on
It's
the
just
bright
calmly
side,
standing there
not sure if the
eating leaves.
Germans
He might
won.
be starved. Some civilian in Burma had to shoot a rogue elephant, and he had to practically empty a whole magazine into
Yes,
the
I
boy.
am
And it was
dyslexic,
half
but-
an hour of the time.
The
But the general makes tough choices, see. So don't you armchair generals tell me what you would have done. Just follow orders, and we'll win the next war.
So yeah, the
Right?
it seems the Germans got what they wanted. Or at least were a lot more successful than last time.
Look up and see a new face under those blue custodian helmets. There'll be quite a bit more of them around, so honest, sensible citizens should feel even safer on our streets.
Things did not go as things went in our history.
There's nothing to worry about at all.
Now, I'm not saying that everyone's doomed. It looks like there might be still fighters, but
Or they are
yeah,
simply going on
question of false joy and a bunch of other things, and everyone seems to be asleep.
that variety is the spice of life. You may be wondering, but the yellow powder currently coating our streets is it a particularly imaginative intent taking our city even more colorful? Shall we expect blue powder and red powder?
Oh yeah, I'm not lore accurate, Grem. This is not me. This is the alternate timeline me, Grem. Gosh, I am dyslexic. I am. Oh my god, I was so sure you were talking about the germs and the Germans and stuff. How did I miss Grem when that's. I am a wreck at all times. Hey, battleship. Memories. Here's more lore.
You can't go on it.
They said I could.
Well, of course the Germans said you could go on it. I'm saying you can't.
I've never been on a battleship.
But that's not the point. We hate the Germans, and that battleship is part of the reason the Germans are our lords and masters right now. Do you remember when they came over in all the little boats?
Do you mean in 1942 or in 1943?
Do you want people to spit on Mum when she goes to the market?
She doesn't go to the market since 1945.
Yes, the ultimate time on me, who instead of having to
I
take
can't
multiple...
explain every single detail
Yes,
of everything
I'm
to you.
British.
Are you mad
And
at me?
also, instead of just being like,
No.
oh, it takes rockets to the
You're
face to
not.
kill me, it's like, oh no,
Yes,
a shovel,
I am mad.
a
I
bayonet
was
to
mad,
the
but
chest,
now I'm not.
curses.
Look,
I'm a very
please take
mortal
all of this
being in
back.
this
It'll get
timeline.
you into trouble, which means
You
I'll
see, it's
end
the
in trouble.
drugs.
Alright.
They weakened me
You wanna go?
horribly.
I couldn't go without you.
I'm
Anyway.
cowardly
For
and
once, that's a relief.
a bunch of other things. How?
Do be careful, take precautions. Keep tuned to good old Jack Worthing and Speed for further updates. I'm happy to inform you that the shipment of tainted vegetables has been completely removed from our streets. And in defense of your local beef roaster, you don't need to worry. You won't find a single vegetable for sale in Burlington Wells. Yes, what about my stew, you may ask? Well, not to worry. The authorities are
Yeah, this is the non-lore me. On the right side, this me is very sneaky.
And I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow for more timely...
Yeah, there's plenty of lore to be found here. Very interesting dystopia.
This is Jack Worthing saying goodbye and on with your day. See you soon.
No fucking civilians! I have to kill you.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform.
Well, if that's the case... I can't wear a uniform. Why can't I steal one of these guys' uniforms? This guy respects people. Ugh. He's British and... Yeah, main timeline crap is just like, I'm gonna got ya, here I come. This one, gotta sneak. Never aim your gun at anyone you don't want to shoot. Never fire your gun at anyone you don't want to kill, except during training exercises. Yay. They're absolutely knackered. Ugh. It was wrong to speak British. I just lose bad taste in the mouth. British. I don't think I've ever played a game where I was like primarily stealth. Like I played segments where I tried to be a bit stealthy when I needed to, but God, like main timeline Graham like had the ability, but
Attention all personnel. To allow time to repair the mannequin, bayonet practice has been rescheduled for 0900 hours tomorrow morning.
on the bright side, at least this Graham still exists in the realm of every single wants you dead, aka hard mode. It's just also terribly unfortunate that they are British and sneaky. You're grieving. Well, I got just a solution. Got just a solution for you. Into the bushes you go. Now let me search you. A Lee Enfield rifle. Oh, that's great news for me. Let's see. Poem of Private Ree Gibbon. the Po Rebellion. In Flanders Field, the poppies wilt. They heard about poor England's guilt. Our captain said it wouldn't do to fire on his men so true. Our duty bound to rebel, but now we're all bound straight for hell. The Germans sought the guilty men, our captain wouldn't turn them in. Then all you shall meet your God, and none live but the firing squad. The Germans called for volunteers, the weakest men gave into fear, and dreaming our homes and wives we shot our buddies to survive. The Germans said 'twas for the best, for dealing with the sad unrest. They pinned the medal on our chest. Coward. Huh. Bioshock me Disco Elysium. Interesting description. Yeah, I can see that vibe though. Yeah. A lot more sneaking than was in Bioshock.
Attention all personnel. If you find any plague mushrooms inside the camp, please notify Corporal Ramsbottom so they can be eradicated safely.
Hello, opening that is unguarded. Oh, it was a blocked off opening. Wasn't even an opening. But there is a fool. There's a very foolish fool. Yes, walk. Walk cheerily. It's definitely fine. You aren't about to be taken out, haha!
This brilliant mystery story stars Jack Buchanan, Greta Gint, with Ronald Shiner as Pug.
And in the rock, no one will suspect a thing. They'll never see him there. Bog. They'll never suspect anything if I go in the bog. Now, normally stealing ain't a great idea in this game. Like, it's not supposed to be in places where you want to be friends. However, I have an odd feeling someone ate a mushroom they really shouldn't have. I gotta feel... Yes, the evil bog that turns everyone evil. And or kills people. It's horrifying. Such an evil bog. Anyway, we made it through. But now we're corrupted. It's evil. Bog. But yes,
Attention all personnel, please remember to boil all water.
here we are. I have some upgrade points to eventually distribute. I could either become tanky or like increase my fist attacks. A lot of options, really. I could push this guy to be as much of a non-combatant as possible. Or just put the points into the uber power-ups. So many choices.
Hopefully it's hot before I get. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's done. Oh, wait. Nope.
Sorry to
Surprise, Andy. I'm glad you like
You're
me
not
saying
bloody
fist attack.
mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
Arthur, you're gonna be a pack mule and you're gonna like it. Yeah, use this to heal up a bit. Canteen is filled with water.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
Tell me what I can and can't do. How dare it? Where is the information? Let's see. I'll leave this behind. Actually, let's see. Now, where is that? I've gone on a side quest for alcohol. Let's see where that is. We gotta go find quest for the alcohol. Into the bunker we go. Hey, do you want to hear a secret?
This one's
It's called in your rear neck chokehold. Yes! The quest for the 200% proof. Great right thinking, Prime. That is some great thinking.
Maybe if I hadn't smoked
we
in
all
Bristol,
have.
I could carry a bit more.
I'll drop the Lee Enfield rifles. I don't think they're all that impressive anyway. Strong brew. Is it strong as iron? Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The general keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the general's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
Ah, good.
All right, Ollie. Let's see that map you made.
Oh, we're getting mooched! We are going blind! And yeah, a game where the goal is, alright, just get the booziest drink, and it's a roguelike. Fire, water.
Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge.
We're getting moonshine. I don't think we're going for anything
Ollie
normal.
said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate.
Air raid shelter, great. I can't believe we're joking about the 200% proof and we're actually making moonshine. Just 2 bags of sugar and some water. I mean, like, that'll definitely do the trick. Your liver will never survive and you will not wake up in the morning. But if you want to get knackered, you just want to get absolutely blasted on alcohol, then it'll do the trick.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
Come on, surely this... Aha! Heat. Heat. Sugar. How? Oh, really? A fascist prime minister? Well, do tell me, who is this fascist that almost became prime minister? This is actually making moonshine. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Time to try to not blow ourselves up as we make actually dangerous liquids. I mean, when you got the opportunity to just fill up a couple 100 glass bottles with some delicious alcohol. And I gotta see, what's this drink even do? Strange that this same stuff Ollie makes you drunk and gives you a high that's just fantastic. For a short time, increased stamina drain while sprinting causes intoxication. So, Oswald Mosley. That's an interesting name. Oswald Mosley, a fascist who nearly took over Britain. Maybe that's what happened.
Attention all personnel. If anyone
Maybe Oswald Mosley got elected.
Please return it at once. He's not the man who wakes you up in the morning. He is a musician in the band.
I need to stop running into trees. I'm hungry. Let's see. Rotten food. Well, might as well get rid of it. Nom.
I think I'm actually
Nom.
sick.
Nom. Nom. And to get rid of the food poisoning. I need 2 of them? Okay, fine. More! Blarg! Apparently the water is drugged as well. Universe. Founded what would become the modern fascist British terrorist organization, the National Front. Oh! Founder of the National Front. Oh! More memories! The tree! Not the tree! No!
Arthur! Arthur? You get down from that tree before I chop it down.
Do you know why they're registering us?
The Germans love their lists, that's all.
They're taking us away on a train to Germany. You know about it, don't you?
Who told you that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, you all know about it, just not the kids.
Look, they've got cows there. It's not going to be powdered milk. They might even have chocolate.
Oh, chocolate makes it all better.
They've got tanks, Arthur. Or haven't you noticed? How are we supposed to argue with tanks?
I don't want to go to Germany.
It's only for a little while, I think.
I don't want to be
It wasn't for a little while, it was
Calm
forever.
down. Let's have some tea.
Oh, right, I'll come down.
Yeah, this is old school Arthur. The guy we're playing is named Arthur. He became a wimp and a half. He can still scrap, but God, he was metal as hell back then. I guess being drugged up for a couple decades of your life will just make you a little bitch. Yeah, old Arthur was metal. Just like, fuck you, fight the tanks, I don't care. I'll fight them myself. Oh, heck yeah. Still up. Reduces...
Do you think it could still be good?
Still up. Makes us tankier. Great. No, his brother Percy got taken out to Germany. Never seen again. He was 10 days too old. They only took people who are 13 at most. A day older, you weren't put on the train. He was 10 days too old, and so his brother was taken. He was left behind. He's only remembering this stuff because he's finally off of the joy and stuff. Joy has repressed everyone's memories. If you're on joy, everything looks happy and cheery and bright and colorful. You are like the epitome of a sheep, a cultist dream. And yeah,
I'm gonna make officer, you'll see. Who goes there? What's that?
Who's there?
Oh, please don't struggle.
Ah, Jesus! My God, they're so... You want a grenade to my ass?
Back for more punishment.
Never grenade me again. Yeah, probably to get rid of the next generation. Also, some people suspect to keep the Britons docile. Basically, we have your kids.
I can't run with all this stuff.
Which isn't an unfair hypothesis, because I mean, like, yeah, if they have your kids, you probably don't want to lose. It's probably more comforting to be like, they're alive in Germany than they're being killed in Germany. The thing of like, and the British did not think this one through. They were convinced that the Germans would just go away or something. I don't fully get their thinking, but somehow they thought if we surrender our children and a bunch of other stuff, it'll all be okay. And then eventually they just start. But everything just went downhill. You know what? Also, what is your opinion on the question of if you're drugged and like can't remember things but you're happy, does that still count as happiness? Can you count that as a happy life if you think you're happy? Or is that a falsehood? Can it really be counted as happiness? What? That bites. What's that record? So to you, living in a world unaware of the truth is not a life that's lived, and as a result, there is no happiness in that life. even if you think you're happy? That's an interesting answer. I think there are plenty of people who would say they'd happily accept that life. But I agree with you. I want to live, and if my life is gonna suck because I live, then it can suck, but I'd rather it be a sucky life, but a lived life, than a life filled with supposed happiness, but truly no joy in it. If you don't live, then there's not really a point in making it however far you make it. How am I supposed to get up? Ah, I think I get it now.
All right, here goes.
Yes, jump right onto the tank.
Papier-mâché. We took all the kids to the train station. We sent them off to Germany because of papier-mâché.
Oh. Oh, that is miserable to find out. Hey, your entire sucky life was based on a lie. The lie? You thought you knew the extent of the lies? You don't. Oh, what a miserable thing to find out.
Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unarmed.
You have no idea where I am, you fools. This game, I think, is a very interesting question of like an alternate timeline for the world. But I think a good question. Since we're gonna wait for a bit, let's see, what perk should we grab? Iron Fists. Wait for it. Be a bit beefier. Body Snatcher. Smooth Talker. We want to go down this tree. I mean, healing items being more buff. Got it. What now? Herbalist will make all the healing items be more effective. Costs 5. And would still allow us some of these. Get buffer. Be even beefier. Iron Fist. Screw weapons. Alright. Herbalist. Unburn will be useful in the future. Body Snatcher, Smooth Talker, or Iron Fist, or wait for it. What's our build? The chat shall decide the build we make. Iron Fist, got it. Who needs a weapon when you got fists like mine?
Gives you a sense of purpose.
Stop cracking your damn knuckles.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movie will be King Arthur Was a Gentleman, starring the hilarious Ronald Shiner and Arthur Askey. Don't miss this uproarious comedy.
Oh, another poem. The Rebel. In Flanders fields, the poppies wilt. They've heard about the poor. It's the same one. Mache and plywood tanks. Christ, we never rose up because the fake tanks gave them kids because of the fucking fake tanks. Oh, I didn't read this one. This is when we first met Ollie. Ollie says the only way onto the bridge is from Applehome Station in the Paradise Parade District, which means I've got to get to Applehome first, which means I've got to get to Maidenholm. Did I mention Ollie the loon now? Keep talking to some girl who isn't there, and he's got sort of shrine to her. Margaret, that's who we talk to. Sally and Percy and I went to school with a Margaret, whose name didn't we? What was his name? Oh, fuck. And she didn't get on the train, did she? Something terrible happened, and no one would talk about it. Ollie's very cheery about us going to rob the Victory Memorial Camp, or rather him robbing it while his old army mates chase me around. It sounds like a lovely way to get bayoneted. I doubt very much anyone's cleaned up the barbed wire. Oh, and the tanks. Let's not forget the tanks. Oh, on the other hand, he's promised to help me get the Britannia Bridge, so I might have to take him up on his offer. Can I trust him? Of course not. Did I mention he's a loony? On the other hand, what else have I got? Well, really nice to know Arthur is such a cheery person. This Grem is such a cheery fellow. Ah, finally! More lore! Lore!
Oh, I can't go. Percy,
I'm going
it's
insane.
terrible. I keep wanting to throw up, but I never quite can.
But we're supposed to tell the scouts about the plants across the river.
Actually, you're supposed to tell the scouts when I nod sagely.
I can't hear you.
You're not sick, Percy. Just go and tell the scouts about the plants.
I can't talk to them.
Do you think they're going to be nasty to you without me?
No.
Well, I'm vomiting.
I want to make my brother some tea.
Are you going to just not show up? Alright, look. I'll phone them. Just remember to turn the flame off this time. Alright?
I get the strong feeling Percy was on the spectrum. Like me.
Attention
Not
all
fully
personnel.
there to some people,
The cook has
but
lost
if you know them,
You're not
you know
bloody
they are
mule.
there. They're
They
just
got you can carry easily.
Arthur, you wimp. Fine, we'll just quickly. Where are the branches?
Please return it to the kitchen. Thank you.
There's a mole in the hole.
Well, it's got you.
Just relax. Don't question it.
They're bombing us again!
Jesus Christ.
Go back to Germany, you swine!
Attention all personnel. It is time to paint the tax.
If I hadn't smoked an ice skull, I could carry a bit more.
Take a break and join the painters next Monday. Any volunteers will be
They'll never find me here. Yes. We here who are autistic. We autists salute thy fellow autist who tragically went to Germany. We're hoping you survived. I find it very interesting that like those I've met, we can kind of sniff our fellow autists out. It's like there's some kind of like hidden bond. Just like lets us know, there's one nearby.
Attention all personnel. The cook has lost his wedding ring. If you find it in your food, please return it to the kitchen. Thank you.
Do you think it could still be good?
It's better this way.
Let's see what you had on you. Just a Leonfield rifle. It was worthless for me.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movie is
We're picking them off.
Cats at Ramsgate. This stirring
Yes, the artistic hive mind.
Britain's finest victories. Don't miss it.
It's nothing personal.
The best part about the autistic hive mind is that even when told about it, no one believes it exists.
Righto, sir. Very good, sir. Day, sir.
Attention all personnel. Any
Nice to
suspect
have orders.
planning
Don't have to think so much.
victory garden should talk to Corporal Elder at best.
We need more food in us, huh? How about a slice of pie?
Who goes there? Jerry's in the house. Smoke him out.
I said the key was in General Bing's office.
Started. It's finally started. We. They're here. They're back. For England. And St. George.
Ow, my organs!
It's started. It's.
Have been spotted inside the camp. If you don't
They're here.
the soldier,
They're back. Go back to.
kill him.
Back for more punishment. Come back for another beating.
I should wrap that up.
Put that.
That's for knocking
I'm
down
very
my blocks
sorry.
in nursery.
Crying shame. like your raw meat. I gotta
drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's gonna be tediously slow going.
Let's just drop all these dirty bandages. We don't need them. Another healing balm. Who needs a key when you can just...
He's absolutely not in his desk. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Survivor, what did that do? Healing items give somewhat more health. Hooray! We're now less likely to die. No, I have tried to avoid killing people. Guide to fitting in. Suspicion rates are small. Ah.
Well, I like clever cloaks.
I was just mashing. I just saw a piano and I'm like, you know, I'm in a terrible situation. And I just slammed the keyboard. The key, and then just suddenly, you found the secret.
Please remember to boil all water this week. There have been some issues with the pipes. You may want to take an extra
hatch. If it leads underground like the others, I can use it to get out of here once I'm done.
The key to discovering another hatch. Also, these hatches are important. They're basically the pathway to safe rooms. They're storage chests. Oh, you've got note, chord, note. What a jolly tune. Maybe I should
music,
play.
Eh? Maybe I should have a read and play it.
No! I didn't just smash and find the... No! No, I didn't just... Me joking around actually was the solution. You've gotta be kidding me.
And Arthur Askey. Don't miss this uproarious comedy.
I'm just gonna force my way in. A B&E.
Attention all personnel. The Merry Band players are looking for a replacement for the role of Kate in The Taming of the Shrew. If you are theatrically inclined, please talk to Sergeant Oldcastle when he's not on the bridge.
Have I shown you the picture?
What's going to make up? You'll see.
Short spike. Vomit bomb. Oh, I found bombs. I am now a danger to society.
If I hadn't smoked in high school, I could carry a bit more.
We gotta gather everything before we can decide what we need to toss.
Attention all personnel. If you find any plague mushrooms inside the camp, please notify Corporal Ramsbottom so they can be eradicated safely.
Camp morale. It has come to my attention that camp morale remains low despite increased joy rations. Apparently, some men still nurse feuds dating back to cross out POW days. Useful times. It is imperative that we cross out, cat aside childish things, function as one unit. Unfortunately, our amateur dramatic society has not improved morale. Perhaps the choice of Reich III was to blame. Richard III was to blame. Could we not instead mount a comedy? I myself love Much Ado About Nothing. I am also distressed by reports of pranksters attempting to scare Lance Corp starvelings. I don't know how to pronounce that name. When he is on night guard duty at the monument. Fear of ghosts is indeed unmanly, but it is not the place of fellow soldiers to take it upon themselves. Left unfinished. You know, normally I try not to kill everyone unless I'm in a shooter, but in this game, sometimes I don't feel bad. I mean, like, no one is in the right in this game. We're not in the right. We're as close to in the right as you can get, and we're still monsters. Let's see. So if metal, a few caltrops should lower the weight a smidge. Let's see, what else can we do? Well, if we're honest, we don't need a bunch of rotten apples. Meat we could cook up. No, I don't need a flimsy cricket bat.
Bayonet practice has been rescheduled for 0900 hours tomorrow morning.
It's supposed to itch.
Infiltrator!
Attention all personnel. There is an intruder in the camp.
We beat you once, we'll beat you again.
Counter-infiltration station. This is not a drill.
You see, you say you're gonna beat me, but... What are they gonna do, losers? So yeah, while we wait, thoughts so far?
Ready. Roger, sir.
Yeah, thoughts on the game. Interesting game, not interesting game.
Attention all personnel. Soldiers found drunk on duty will be given 30 days in the brig. Soldiers found trafficking in contraband will be court-martialed and dishonorably discharged from the Home Army.
You aren't going to die. You're not going to be robbed either. That was a lie. And bombs. I do want bombs. I'm just gonna assure that they're gonna sleep. No, I really think that sleeping is a very important thing. A good night's sleep is one of the most important things you can get.
Very easily.
I think I can drop a few bottles.
All personnel. Patrols should be particularly careful in the forest. More than the usual number of plague victims have been spotted there recently.
There's a bloody German! Get up! Get him! What's that?
Attention! One or more infiltrators have been spotted inside the camp. If you don't recognize a soldier, grab and hold him until his sergeant can vouch for him. If he runs, kill him.
Thief! Infiltrator!
Coex? Bullshit!
Oh, Jerry's in!
Please just lie down.
A very interesting animation. A latrine. Take that, dweeb. I'll put him in the latrine.
Righto, sir. Very good. Stay for it, sir.
Attention all personnel. Please remember, boil all water this week. There have been some...
Also, the water's drugged. Forgot to mention, the water is drugged with joy. So even if you just try to drink water and not take the pill, you're still drugged.
Please don't struggle.
For some people, it's not that you just decide, oh, I don't want to take my joy anymore. For some people, it's you get one bad batch and you can never take joy again. So sometimes you can just lose your position in society purely from bad luck. I think if this game that would propose an interesting alternate timeline. The game ain't the best made though, which is tragic.
You can't run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you.
I'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? I say before something terrible happens. We'll drop a few more bottles. No, we'll just drop all the bottles. There's so many bottles around. I've deposited so many. Let's see if I can turn off the... Actually, no, I can't, probably. It'd be too easy.
Very good. Stay, sir. Who's
Attention all
on guard duty?
personnel.
There's a
The Merry Band players will be performing their brilliant play, Happy Hamlet, at 8 p.m. in the mess hall. All
Oh, great,
those
Happy
invited.
Hamlet, because,
Don't
you know,
worry,
Hamlet
Happy
just
Hamlet,
needed
no
to have...
one dies.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hamlet. But no one dies, and you think anyone wants to watch that? The entirety of Hamlet's the only interesting because of the fact that there's so many deaths. That's the interesting part of it.
Oh.
Stay for it, sir. Righto, sir.
Just relax.
Let me just wrap my arms around your
Try
crotch.
to paint the tacks again. If your feet are sore from marching all day, take a break and join the painters next Monday. Any volunteers will be excused from marching.
I do love alternate timeline stuff. I love, I love a lot of these fictional events. Like the what if X, Y, Z happened instead of how things went type questions.
Gotta drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's gonna be tediously slow going.
Attention.
First things to drop is the bad food. Any bad food? No. There is not.
All personnel, the cook has lost his...
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
food. Please return it to the kitchen. Thank you.
Alright, here goes.
Attention all personnel.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ollie.
Intruder should be captured.
He knew it was alarmed, didn't he? I bet he bloody knew.
Necessary to capture him unharmed.
How do I get out of here? I'm not going to be able to jump over the fence from this side. I've got to get back to the general secret hatch. That's my way out.
Oblivion, Wisconsin. You see, the problem for them is the fact that I am a speedy boy. Hey, don't I look interesting? Oh, wait, what's that? You can't touch me? Yeah, that's right. Zephyr. This is why I always leave the side door open instead of the main door. Well, he's decapitated. See ya, suckers!
Papier-mâché tanks. Newspaper and fucking glue. Right. Now, if I can make it back to Ollie alive, he'll help me get out of town. Assuming that wasn't another lie, that won't be an awkward conversation at all, will it?
Let's get running. Glad you find it interesting so far. Find it also a very interesting question. I guess the Germans used the technique that we used on D-Day.
Attention all personnel. Any soldier interested
I can't run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you.
It's honey, I will never drop it. It can be used to make mead. I can't believe this fool. He doesn't understand the importance of mead.
Drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's going to be tediously slow going.
Or just eat a berry. I got it loose in my light in my pockets.
I'm getting old.
Another surprise loading screen. I love surprise loading screens. It's second best to expected loading screens. Yeah, the glasses guy gets jumped in the middle of the night via a bunch of eyes.
Did we say cook us a plate of shite tasting grub? No. We told you fucking meat and potatoes tasting food. You stupid bitch.
My God, they kidnapped some poor woman. I could be a real hero and rescue her. Or get myself killed.
Well, I do hope that's not a timed quest. It probably is. Wait a second.
Toys and tiny beds.
Also, fun fact, apparently children haven't been born in this place for a couple of years. We haven't had a birth. I'm not sure how this country has survived, but apparently children haven't been born in a couple of years.
But of course,
I don't need grenades yet. It's for future me. There we go. To save the lady! Now the question is... do we go in sneaky or do we just start swinging at the rafters?
Save a bit for the next minute. This won't take a minute.
Hey! You don't live here!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Think I won't sniff you out?
But I don't think you will.
Fine. Run away and hide.
You're not the bloody help, are you?
You're here. No, you're here.
Fire! Suppers! I wouldn't be here except for you! Fuck! Your feet! Meat! Fire! We've come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time! Sleep!
Going to sleep, dweeb.
Why are we doing this to each other?
I think that's what you meant. Sneak and attack.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Clothes make the man, don't they? Nobody likes a naked person.
Indeed.
Please don't make a fuss.
Now then, goodbye! I'm sure he'll wake up with just a mild concussion. The morning news. I have lost my lockpicks. It is a tragedy.
Don't kill me. I'll cook for you. I promise. I'll make you anything you like.
Did I at least bring a shovel? I'm just really screwed. Can find the key magically. Oh.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! Come back anytime. I'll make you something fantastic. My savior. Here, I've been cooking. Taste this. What you think? Yummy, isn't it?
Hooray, food.
Someday when I'm in the neighbourhood. Stew would be nice, even if it is made out of fungus and leaves.
Oh, more skill points. We could save up. Or we could spend them right now. Let's see, if we save up, we can get Unburdened for 8 points. Ear to the ground. Hacking a wallop. Do 1% more melee damage. Yeah, you know what? I think that people discount how much people. Well, thanks for stopping by, Prime. I'm gonna save up these points and go off and do some grinding and stuff. Try to find more bobby pins. Thanks for swinging by. I do agree about the thing involving clothes. Hopefully you can stop by tomorrow.
Doing this.
I have one bobby pin, but I need to.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Okay, burial patches and stuff. Now it's abandoned house, restaurant. Remember he said he had found a dig spot location, but I guess. What? Recordings. I understand that you have exiled us to the Garden District to protect yourselves from our dreadful memories. It seems a bit unfair to us, since none of us is willingly a downer. We don't choose to not take joy. It's not a style of life that anyone would choose. What makes us wastrels is that when we take joy, it gives us the most violent reaction. Body thrashes, the memories come back, edged in fire. But surely this is not news to you. We write for another reason. We miss Uncle Jack. Oh yes, of course Uncle Jack's shows are piped into the Garden District, but unlike the ones we used to get in the village, these seem to be recordings. The proof is that you keep broadcasting the same show over and over. When I was a decent, proper citizen, Jack always had something new to say. Surely that can't just be joy for forgetting. Could you play us whatever Jack's saying at the moment? Or if you must play us recordings, could you at least swap out the recordings from time to time? Ban us if you must, but please don't take away our old friend Jack. Poor sons of bitches.
I could probably come in the way I got out, in the back of the station.
I collect berries so that when the worst happens, I'm ready.
Young Artie! Come on up!
Any memories? No? Okay. I love the fact that we've already made lore about Graham. Like, Graham is a very action-oriented person and lives for a long time, survives much, fights a lot, is not British, canonically not British at all. In fact, hates the thought of being British. So when I asked them, are you British? They're like, oh, thank God I'm not.
That's a fair bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
They're all quite mad, you know. Sometimes I think they want the Germans to come back.
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
It's a shame of it, you see. They want another go.
You bloody knew!
How would I have known that? For fuck's sake, Artie, times are hard, but you and I go back a ways.
The tanks were hollow, Ollie.
What's that?
It's tank armor. The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché. We could have fought them if they didn't really have tanks.
No.
We wouldn't have given them Percy and the others.
Risen up.
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train.
Ah, the horror.
Oh my God. I lied my way off that train. I wasn't too old to go.
You don't forget a thing like that.
Didn't you hear me? I convinced the Germans they had my birthday wrong. If it was only me, I'd just take my happy pills and sleep through the end of the world. But I promised. I promised Percy I'd keep him safe while we were in Germany. You promised to help me get to the bridge.
The one in the parade on Appleholme? How would you even get to it? You can't even go to Maidenholm. They shut that bridge down last week. No. You're right. You're always right. Ever seen one of these?
What does it do?
Haven't the foggiest. But supposing you took this to the bridge to Maidenholm, and supposing you told the bobbies you were there to fix the bridge works, it might enhance your credibility.
And from Maidenholm, I can get to Appleholme.
And Appleholme has the only bridge out of Wellington Wells. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well then, see you on the other side.
I'd rather doubt that. Adieu, Artie. Good luck.
I'll be honest, the horror thing actually is pretty amazing. Band of Brothers. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I do hope y'all know what that's referencing. Let's see. It's quite the tragedy what happened. The horrors of, we would have fought. We wouldn't have just surrendered. And realizing, but you did. You didn't, it was a lie. You were lied to. Cheated. Well, we'll play more and find out more horrors of this story as it develops. Collect things that we've left behind. Gather as much as we can before we leave. And get ready for a hell of a fight. But that's for tomorrow. For tonight, I must thank you all yet again for your wonderful attendance. It was a blast, I do hope. But remember, that no matter how dark things get, there's always another pathway. Always another fight to have. It may not seem easy. It may not seem like but remember to laugh at life. Because it makes life a little easier. Goodbye.